Welcome. It is I, and I am him. The Evil Conservative is back for a special edition. A lot of people may not agree with me on this. A lot of people might. I don't know. But either way, I'll stand on my own and I'll say what's right and what's wrong. You can't control me, Benny, Bernie, Barry, whatever the hell your name is. As far as trying to make me stop, good luck. It's going to take a lot of people to hunt me down to be able to stop me. And if you stop me, oh well, there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of others who are sick of your crap and the government's crap and will stand against you as well, even if it is alone. But we'll stop for that right now. I'm going to go into what the Evil Conservative wants to talk about today. Can I just talk about myself in the second person or third person? Oh, that was odd. Anyway, Tim Carpenter here talking to you about what is going on. And I'm bringing it back home a little bit. Bringing it on home, as Led Zeppelin used to say. This is about in my state that I live in. And I posted on Facebook about this. I am right now very embarrassed and very disgusted and very infuriated, as you can tell by the entrance, that at what's going on in my state. We've got an out-of-control police state going on, not only in America, but it's the situation around America is being symbolized by one specific situation here in the hills of West Virginia. And what the government people don't know is there's just a big old powder keg. It's got this long line, and I refer back to my learning days of Looney Tunes. The match has lit the long line, and it's slowly getting closer. It's slowly getting closer until a lot of people like me are going to give you a look like this because we are pissed off and tired of the bull crap. Yes, honey, I'll keep it clean. We don't need this crap anywhere, and most importantly don't need it in our own state. So all of my friends out there that are from West Virginia, this is for you, and even for my friends that aren't, so that this doesn't happen to you in the state that you live in, because this is complete bullcrap. I will go into it now. I might have to put on my spectacles, as they call them. There's a 14-year-old young man named Jared Markham, and this is just the I'll give you the background through this story that I have up on my computer. Give props to the writer of the article, Mr. Robert Laurie, and the title is Police Gone Wild. Why have police gone wild, you ask? Well, if you live in, and this is the article, if you live in scenic Logan County, West Virginia, you should know that your out-of-control police and judges are willing to arrest and prosecute 14-year-olds. That's right, 14-year-olds. Not a 20-something-year-old, not a 30-something-year-old, not even a 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80-year-old, maybe even a 90-year-old, if they're still around. But a 14-year-old. I mean, this kid hasn't even, he's not even in high school yet. A lot of things haven't happened yet, but he's possibility of going to jail for a year. And why? Why do you ask? If you don't know the story, and I'm sure a lot of you do. It says that the police and judges are willing to arrest and prosecute 14-year-olds if they're wearing the wrong t-shirt. Buy the shirt. Yeah, don't buy the shirt. In other words, don't wear the wrong t-shirt. Now, that's the lesson being learned by middle schooler Jared Markham, who was suspended and subsequently arrested after refusing to remove the NRA t-shirt he wore to class. I think about what I did when I was in middle school, and some of you know, if you're my friend out there, you're probably thinking we would be in jail already for some of the stuff that we did. But here's what the kid wore. And there's a picture of it on Facebook. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, come check it out. If you're not, look up Timothy A. Carpenter, Crazy Carp. I blast this all over my page and all over my West Virginia Liberty pages as well, or Friends of Liberty that I have. This shirt is terrible. Oh, it's just awful. It has NRA. For those at home that don't know what NRA stands for, come out of the cave. National Rifle Association.
Yay!
And the shirt has this slogan on it. It says, "Protect your right." And then it has the symbol of the eagle in gold or yellow, if you will. It's basically a regular dark khaki shirt. It has the lettering on it. Of course, it's not like this shirt right here. These
That's
are the
true.
OPs, baby.
That's right.
Original Patriots. Or OT, Original Tea Party. I just got the cameraman to laugh. Anyways, back in April, Jared was in line for lunch when a teacher spotted his shirt. It read, "NRA Protect Your Rights," and featured a drawing of a .308 caliber semi-automatic rifle. The outraged educator gave him 3 options. Since it's just a T-shirt, here are his well, as it says in here, I'll say what it says in here because it's clean, ridiculous choices. He could turn the shirt inside out. He could change his clothes. What do you think these kids are? Superheroes? They bring change of clothes with them to school. I never brought change of clothes to school. Go to the principal's office where he'd be suspended. Well, Mr. Markham refused to remove the violent, deeply offensive piece of cotton, and that's when the cops were summoned.
Is it even made in America?
Yeah. According to the student, they were called solely because I would not take this shirt off because I believe that I should have a right to wear this.
Okay, that's fair enough.
God forbid he have the right to wear something. But anyways, before anyone starts claiming that the shirt must have violated some dress code, and this is why I want to go a little further in the article, be aware that the school only forbids shirts featuring depictions of violence, lost my spot, profanity, cursing, yelling, and discrimination. A picture of a high-powered semi-automatic rifle used for hunting. It says "Protect Your Rights" and has NRA. I don't see any graphic violence. It's not like the gun shot out and killed a person.
This is true.
Profanity? No, it didn't have any profanity on it. Just unless they consider NRA profanity. Discrimination? Oh, maybe that's what it was. The liberal school teacher believes that having guns is discriminatory. I don't know, but just for the friends out there that might know the situation, that might live in Logan County, might know the teacher, you can tell him from me, you are as dumb as a box of rocks, you stupid freaking idiot. Anyways, and I don't digress because you are a moron, you stupid piece of... I won't go into it.
Oh, okay.
Blood pressure's getting a little high, so go back down a little bit. Now, Logan County, West Virginia, they take random acts of t-shirt wearing seriously, let me tell you. Because now, just this past Friday, Judge Eric O'Brien decided that Jared Markham should own up to the repercussions of his unspeakable crime and allow the prosecution to move forward with the case. The boy now faces trial and possible penalties ranging from $500 in fines to a year in jail. Oh, friends of Logan County, Judge Eric O'Brien. How in the hell did you get on the bench is the first question. Number 2, why in the hell are they still allowing you to stay on the bench? Because you, sir, are a, what's the magic word? Moron. You are a moronic, stupid, idiotic, sorry piece of human existence. You have got to be one of the dumbest people on the face of the earth to try and let this go to prosecution. Here's another question. Who is the district attorney in Logan County, and why is he still the district attorney? There's another stupid moron. And what about these big bad tough guy cops from Logan County that are so big and bad they'll take that evil, no good 14-year-old in his terrible t-shirt and lock him away? Wow, you guys are really, you're heroes. Thumbs up to you guys. You're really tough. You really protect and serve here. In case you didn't know, that was sarcasm. Idiots. But anyways, and I could talk like that because I'm from West Virginia, so if they don't like it, they can kiss my you-know-what. I have a question for someone in our audience today. Yes, we have an audience. 3 other people. And actually, this isn't someone from the audience. It's our lovely camera woman. My lovely camera woman. Hello.
Hello.
Got a question for you. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a boy?
Yeah.
You have a girl?
Mm-hmm.
If you would, divulge, around what ages are your children?
19 and 15.
19 and 15. Okay. Now, the 19-year-old, I would guess, is already out of high school
Yes, thank God.
and doesn't have to go through the oppression of the program.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, thank goodness for that. So the 15-year-old is still in school. Let me ask you a hypothetical. Hearing this case, and we are in West Virginia, so it is a hypothetical that is possible. And from what I understand, the 15-year-old, is that your son or your daughter?
Daughter.
Okay, so this probably would not happen, but just as a hypothetical, let's say your daughter decides to get a little political, decides that she wants to express her freedom of speech. She goes to Walmart, where you can buy these shirts, by the way. Yes, evil Walmart.
But not made in America.
Capitalism. How dare you, capitalism? You're destroying the minds of young children. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic. Let's do the hypothetical. Your daughter decides to wear this shirt to school. School gives her the same options that they gave Jared Markham. She decides to stand up for herself, and because of that, she gets suspended. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's say that the same sequence evolves, and now she's in front of a judge who's decided he's going to turn it over to prosecutors and make her pay or face her repercussions for being, I don't know, disrespectful, I guess, or whatever this idiotic moron thinks. What would be your reaction to that?
Actually, I'd be getting a lawyer, yes.
Okay.
Considering that could come across as freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm. So you feel it is a violation of the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and freedom of expression, obviously.
Exactly.
And then obviously they're attacking the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. Now, obviously this young man is only 14 years old, and from some of the news reports that I've seen on the internet and on TV, he seems to come from a very good family, and his father is understandably irate, as are a lot of his fellow West Virginians, of what is going on in our state.
Right.
You know, I hope that the Attorney General of West Virginia got my message along with a lot of other phone calls, and has decided to let that little fire kind of go boom under his butt, and he's finally going to get up and do something, if he can, about it. Now, I don't know if anything can be done, but I would urge everyone in West Virginia to empathize and understand what's going on here, to reach out to our Attorney General and let him know what we think. In fact, just to help give him a little extra push, because that's what the evil conservative does. He gives you that extra push that sometimes you just need, being the old coach that I am. And the reason it stands out a little bit more to me, because I coached kids for over 5 or 6 years, and most of them were middle school kids like this young man. And you know what? 14-year-olds are wild and crazy and can be a handful. Let me tell you. But they're getting to the age where they're starting to learn, hey, this is what politics are, this is what government is, I can express myself. You teach a kid a lesson like this, you're trying to beat him down. You're trying to tell him what he can't do. As a coach, what I always tell my kids is you can do anything, but you got to go out and do it. And that's why this is very, very perturbing. There's a good word, perturbing to me. A lot of other words I could use, but we're going to try and keep it PG on this show, because there might even be some kids that watch this. I don't know. I don't know if their parents will let, you know what I mean? But I'm going to give you out a number here. It's already on Facebook, so it's legit, and it's a public record, so it's not like I'm, giving out Kanye and Kim's number or something like that. You know what I mean? For those of you wondering, that's Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Not that they really matter, but anyway. Some of them might have got that joke and liked it. Others are like, who in the heck is that? Anyways, I'm looking for the Attorney General's office here, scouring and skimming and scanning my evil conservative pages here. I love the one about Ted Cruz. I'll share that one with you here in a little bit. But trying to...
I'm going to have to wait till next time.
I'm sorry, you had a question there or a comment there?
So I'm going to have to wait till next time.
I have to wait till next time.
Yeah, 15 minutes in.
Alright, we're getting close here. I'm getting the high signal here. I don't like that. But anyways, we're still looking for it. Give me a second here. Let's see. It's on one of these sites. Anyways, I'm going to go into something else real quick, so we'll digress from that because I couldn't find it. Has anybody heard about this thing called the NSA, National Security Administration? How they're able to listen to our phone calls, read our emails, watch this right now. Hi, NSA! And I can think of some other things I'd like to tell you, but I'm not going to. Anyways, we still have our freedoms. That's why this case that I'm talking about in West Virginia is important. It's a violation of his First Amendment right, trying to bring down the Second Amendment, and we need to stop letting this happen. My point is, we have these scandals with the IRS, and I did see a protest about that today, which was good to see in Washington, D.C. I haven't seen any protests about the NSA, the National Security Advisor. And a funny thing, what I also saw was in Hong Kong, last weekend actually, they protested for the man that blew the whistle on the whole thing, that opened the gates and started talking about how, yes, they are spying on you. And even more funny and ironic, and I know we're getting close to being up against it, as they say. One of the pictures I found today, which I thought was pretty cool, was a picture of the man who was in charge of intelligence back in, here's his name, Mr. James Clapper. He was Barack Obama's Director of National Intelligence. In March, he was asked directly by Congress, does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans? You know what his response was? Take a guess, lovely camera person. What do you think?
I'm going to say no.
You are correct. In fact, to be specific, he said, no, sir, it does not.
So he lied. Lied to the American people.
And again, you can find this on my page at Facebook. That's Tim A. Carpenter. A is for, well, I like to say awesome. But anyways, it's for my middle name. But because there's so many Tim Carpenters on the way, I won't even go into it. Anyways, closing thought here is, why aren't we protesting this? Why aren't we out there defending this guy, Snowden, who, blew the whistle to let people know, hey, you're being spied on, they're checking all your stuff. It's one of those things where if you're awake, and you know what I mean by asking you if you're awake, you know what I'm talking about. This is like old hat. We know this already. While some people who have not been awake are like, what? What? You mean they're spying on me? Never. Oh, yeah.
Secrets.
Guess what?
Behind the walls.
Not only never, but never will they not spy on you. And you know what? They can spy on me, as I opened up with. I might stand alone because everybody's afraid, but I'm not afraid. And I'm calling people out. I'm calling people to protest, to stand up, protest against our government, protest against what's going on, protest against these scandals. Someone asked me today, why haven't they impeached Barack Obama? And I told her, I said, you know why I don't think
they're trying.
I don't think they'll be able to do it successfully. You know why? Because I would say at least 90% of the politicians, and when I say politicians, I mean House, Senate, congressmen, senators, they've all got dirt on them. They've got something dirty on them that these other people, the NSA and the spiers and everything, they've collected all this information so that guess what? Old King Barry, or Emperor Barry as I like to call him, doesn't have to sweat it. He can go ahead and spend those tens and hundreds of millions of dollars to go to Africa and go to Ireland. That's where Michelle Obama went and called Ireland the ugly nation. As I always like to say, my daddy taught me.
Take a look in the mirror, baby.
Michelle, it takes one to know one, sister. Because when the ugly stick came around, it hit your ass hard. But anyways, I digress from that. My final thought of the night
Play
is
nice.
Yes, play nice, I know. I can hear my mother now watching this going, oh my gosh, he just called, oh my gosh. Love you, Mom. Love you. Love you, all my family and peeps. Do the peace out thing for you. But we need to end this kind of stuff that's going on. But the only way we're going to do it isn't by sitting here and listening to a crazy fat man tell you to do it. It's for you to realize and say, wait a minute, that guy's talking about this, he's crazy and he's fat, but he's right. Well, if I'm right, and you know I'm right, and I know I'm right, we need to get together and do something right. because the only way that's going to happen is for us to stand up and say, enough of this BC and DC and other places. We aren't run by China or the UN or anything. We're run by Americans, by the people, for the people. That's what the government's supposed to be. When the government fears the people, liberty exists. But when the people fear the government, tyranny is afoot. That's my final thought of the night for all of you out there. Go Jared Markham. Go America. Go West Virginia. Fight the power. And oh, neocons and liberals. Yeah, I didn't forget about you either. Listen very closely. It's starting to toll. There it is. The Liberty Bell is still alive and well. I may not be beautiful, but by golly, I'm right. And if you don't agree with me, that's great. If you do agree with me, that's even better. Tim Carpenter telling you, neocons, liberals, Democrats and Republicans, fear what is coming upon you, because it ain't just me. It's all of us. Evil conservative, out.